friends. So today we're going to be talking about how to clean vintage furniture or upholstered furniture that you're finding on like Facebook Marketplace and at thrift stores. So if you watched my last video when I went on my trip to Frankenmuth, I picked up that green chair and this rocking chair on my way back from my trip. And then, surprise, I also got this amazing floral sofa, and I got that on Facebook Marketplace as well. So that green chair in my last video I said was $20. It was actually $25. So $25 for that. This I paid $50, and then this sofa was $40. It was dirt cheap, and it is in the best condition ever. And I thought I'd show you the process that I do to clean them and to get them ready to be like good to go in my house. So first I want to share some tips for buying secondhand furniture in the first place. When I do buy the furniture and like I go to pick it up, the first thing that I do is when I walk in there, I sit on the furniture item and I just smell it right away. And I don't know if the seller on Facebook Marketplace thinks that that's probably weird, but I don't care because I have to gauge if the item smells like cigarette smoke or mothballs or something. And all three of these items don't smell too bad. I say too bad because, you know, it was in somebody else's house, and so it might smell like a little old lady, that type of thing, but it doesn't have like cigarette smoke. When I did pick up that green chair, it was sitting in a garage, and the garage really smelled like weed. And so I was worried that I would have to say no because the chair would probably smell like weed. But I sat down on it and it didn't smell like weed at all. And when I asked him about it, he said that it was left behind when he just purchased his house. And so the chair was in like probably like a little old man's house, and they just quickly moved it out into the garage really quick, and it doesn't smell at all, and so it ended up being a great purchase. So always smell your furniture before you buy it and turn it away if you think it smells too bad. But they do have a little bit of a smell, a little old lady smell, so I'm going to show you what you can do to get the smell out. But if you have a really bad smell, you might want to go with like the baking soda route, but I'm not going to do that. I'll show you what I do for like lighter smells just to make it smell neutral so that it can go in my house. If you have pet allergies, you're going to want to make sure that these haven't been in a home with pets. I can tell on this sofa that they must have had a cat or a dog because I can see lots of cat hair on it. That doesn't bother me. I have a cat, and we're going to vacuum this sucker and it's going to be just fine. And then a big thing that is important to think about is bed bugs. A lot of people are really scared about buying upholstered furniture because they have a fear of bed bugs. And so this is going to depend on where you live. Like if your community has a bed bug problem, mine doesn't, thankfully. But I like to inspect the furniture, and then I also, like I said, I will talk to the person a little bit and ask them where this item came from. So like this sofa, for instance, I asked her if this was her sofa, and she said, no, it's my mother-in-law's, she just passed away. And so we went into her mother-in-law's condo, and it was in pristine condition. There's no way that this little old lady has bed bugs because she takes such good care of her stuff. But if the environment is dirty and gross, they probably didn't take care of their furniture, and I'm not going to be very interested in fear of bed bugs. Just be smart about what you're buying. Pay attention to the Facebook Marketplace photos if it looks disgusting. But I've been thrifting furniture, buying secondhand furniture for 12 years now. I've never had a problem. I've never had anything have bed bugs in it. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that continues. So step one of this process is we are going to vacuum, and then we are also going to take like the cushions off and we're going to beat them. I don't have like a rug beater. Those are like a vintage thing that you would use, and I really wish that I would have owned one. But I'll find something in my house to beat the devil out of it, as Bob Ross says. And then we'll vacuum all the dust, all the cat hair, all that stuff, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I vacuumed the couch and the 2 chairs, and I didn't vacuum the cushions yet. And before I vacuum the cushions, I am going to spray this furniture down without the cushions on it. And so the spray that I'm using this is just a spray bottle that I got at Dollar Tree. If you have any type of spray bottle, or if you have like, you know, like a Mr. Clean bottle and you are almost done with it, you could just rinse it out and use that. And I fill it halfway with white vinegar. And so it's distilled white vinegar, and I get a big thing of this from Aldi, and it's dirt cheap. And I fill it halfway with this and then halfway with water. And then you just shake it up and it's all set to go. And the reason you use vinegar is because it kills bacteria, and vinegar also neutralizes smells. And so again, this isn't for super powerful smells, but it is hopefully going to get that smell out, that little musty old lady smell. So we're going to spray every inch of it, but not the cushions yet. And then I'll let it dry while I vacuum the cushions, and then I'll do the same thing with the cushions. I'll spray it. Oh, and if you're worried about it smelling, vinegar doesn't smell after it dissolves, after it dries out. So it smells, you know, gross at first, but then it will neutralize the odors. And then the fact that it's outside, or if you have your windows open and you've got a cross breeze going, that will help dry it out, and then it won't smell anymore. You could also use Febreze if you prefer. This is just cheaper, and I'd rather just use something that's totally natural instead of Febreze. All right, so they've been airing out for about 2 hours or so, and everything is dry now. If you live in a warmer climate, or if it's really breezy or really sunny, then it'll probably dry even faster. So now everything is clean and it smells totally neutral, which is exactly what I wanted. And now I have to bring this chair inside, I believe, but the other this one and this one are going to actually stay in the garage. And I brought a whole bunch of sheets out to lay on top so that they'll stay clean until they go to where they're meant to. And I can't tell you about that right now. It's a little too early, but make sure that you subscribe to my channel to find out where these furniture items are going to end up. But they will be staying with me. I'm not selling them or anything, but yeah, just can't talk about it yet, but it's very exciting. If you have any questions about cleaning this furniture, or if you have any of your own suggestions on what you do or what you think is a good idea, you can definitely leave us in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my video, friends. Bye!